Hi everybody. So this weekend I made a mini book. I'm really pleased with it and I wanted to share it with you. I also want to send a thank you to Reagan from More Designs on YouTube. She had a video, I think she originally did the video like in October. I saw it a couple weeks ago for a Christmas mini book, Christmas mini organizer. Sorry, I don't remember the title of the video, but I'll try and link it below. And that gave me the basic idea for this. At the time when I saw that video, it was almost Christmas time. But I love the idea of a mini album that was functional other than, to store your memories and to be decorative and things like that, which are also great ideas. I just wanted something that I could actually use, and I wanted to make something for myself, to be honest. I made a ton of cards for Christmas, and, I make layouts, but those are ultimately for my kids, and I wanted something for me, so I decided to do that with this mini. So before I get started showing you the mini, I wanted to just very quickly show you the main stamps that I use and tell you the papers that I use, and then I'll try and point things out as we go. And I'm going to try and keep this to one video, but it might have to be two, because I've tried to record it a couple times already. It gets a little long, and it might be because I'm rambling. I'm a little excited about this mini. It's the first one I've made cover to cover, so forgive me if I get long-winded. I will try and keep it somewhat short. This is one of the sentiment sets that I used. This one is from W+9, and I love it. It has some really good sentiments in it. There's that one. Then I used several older ones from Close to My Heart. This is one of them, and it is called A Little Something. And I'm going to apologize in advance for these Close to My Heart stamp sets because I have no idea if they are still available or if they've been retired. I don't know. You'd have to contact someone who sells Close to My Heart. I have had these for quite a while. This one is called Comments, and I used obviously several of these. This one does not have a name. It came in a kind of a package deal with paper and embellishments, but it's super cute, so I yanked this one out to use. And then lastly, I used one little stamp from this annotation set, which obviously was that one. And then I used this stamp set that I got when I was on vacation in Seattle. This is hot off the press, Vintage Ladies. And I've never used these stamps before, so I didn't know how they were going to turn out, but they actually stamped really nicely, as you will see. Okay, so the paper lines that I used three. I used a basic gray, one of the basics, the 6x6. I think it was Manila. And then I used a Recollections paper pad, the love letters. And then I used My Mind's Eye. This is actually one of those papers. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called right now. So if it comes to me, I will let you know. I wanted to keep this, like I said, functional. So it's pretty small. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I kept it very thin because I want to use it, and so I didn't embellish it with a ton of thick things. I used mostly stamps and a few smaller embellishments, which is really difficult for me. I think everybody has their thing, and mine I tend to over embellish, so I'm always having to kind of edit myself and tell myself to stop. Even with this, just before I started this video, I went back and added a couple small things. Anyhow, this button right here, which is a paper tray ink button, Pure Poppy, is the thickest thing that I have as far as an embellishment goes. So like I said, the cover is covered with My Mind's Eye paper. Both the back and front covers are chipboard. This lace right here is from that wonderful rack that Adrian just sent me. This is a little piece of paper that I got from Joann's, and I don't know what brand it is or what it's called, but it kind of feels like suede when you rub on it. This is a Jelly Bean corrugated cardboard heart, and as I said, paper tray button and twine. So let me show you. And from time to time, I may move the camera just so you guys get a better view. So I apologize if it gets a little wobbly. Anyway, this is some of that really gorgeous suede-like paper, and this is obviously a Tim Holtz ticket. This is just a little piece of cardstock that I ran through my texture boutique just to try out in one of the folders. This is a note card or piece of note paper from a Making Memories little notebook that I had. I've had them forever. I don't remember where I even got them anymore, but I pulled them out to use. And then I put some of those little letters. I think these are called Adorn It letters. And this starts the first section in the mini organizer that I made. The first section is going to be ideas, general ideas. A lot of times I'm out and about and something will hit me that I, want to make or want a different way to organize. And I wanted a section to write those ideas down in. So that's this section. And I left, like I said, a lot of it blank so that I could write. This is one of those sentiments from W+9, take joy in the little things. The back is that close to my heart stamp, the comments. And then down there, that is from a stamp set of My Mind's Eye. This is some ephemera from October Afternoon. I actually cut just a teeny bit off the top because I wanted the next piece to just kind of show. And then this is a die cut heart, again from that same little suede paper. It's a paper tray ink die. Here's one of those, sorry about the camera, one of those stamps from hot off the press. I think it's stamped pretty well. And the ink that I use there is an Ranger's archival ink. And I think it's I can never pronounce it right, sepia or sepia, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what that one's called. Then on this page, I left it blank. This is actually, came with a card set that I got. It was already pre-cut, so I just thought it would go. And then Live Your Bliss is from my favorite paper tray ink sentiment stamp set. And it is called Mega Mixed Messages. I love that, Live Your Bliss. This laser cut butterfly is from Mini Album Scraps, an online crafty community that I'm a member of, and they have some wonderful laser cuts that they sell, and this is one of them. And then I used some Lindy's and sprayed it. I'm sorry, I don't remember the colors of the Lindy's. I had stuff all over my desk. If you're really interested in any of the colors or any of the things I don't name, leave me a comment and I will dig it out and figure it out for you. This is some more of that My Mind's Eye paper, another ticket from Tim Holtz, and this is part of the die cuts from the paper line. On the back of that paper, I kind of very lightly, as you can see, stamped with Versamark a grid stamp from Hero Arts. This is more of that comments stamp. And then this is just some random ribbon that I had in red. And I kind of cheated. I stapled it together with the tiny attacher from Tim Holtz, and then I glued it to the paper. So I thought on the back side I wouldn't have the staple coming through. Then I used a Close to My Heart for the Follow Your in Dreams down there. And then right here, I created a pocket from some of the My Mind's Eye paper. Hopefully you can see that right there. Because sometimes I'll see something in a magazine and I'm not keeping the whole magazine, or I had friends at work who know I craft bring me little things, and so that gave me a place to stick them until I could figure out what else I was going to do with them. Then we come to the second section, which is the to-do section, obviously. And in this section are going to be the bigger things that I want to do, that are going to take me a longer period of time, that those things that you start and stop and come back to. And they're just going to be the general ideas. They're not going to be big details. So this is some of the Recollections paper. And then I don't know if you can see this, but I really lightly stamped that dress. Hopefully you can see that. I believe that stamp is from Inka Dinka Do, I think. It's a woodblock stamp, and it's one of my all-time favorites, which I don't really know why, because I'm not a dress girl in real life. In fact, I don't even think I own a dress right now. But I love that stamp, and I've made a ton of cards with it, so it's just gorgeous. And this is a Ranger tag I cut down and stamped with one of the Close to My Heart stamps. And there's that My Mind's Eye stamp again in Versamark. Here's a little pocket that I made out of a little bit of that paper I had left. And then here is another one of those inserts from a card pack that I had. And this is another laser cut from Mini Album Scraps, which again I sprayed with Lindy's. This is in kind of a gold. And then here's another piece of the basic gray. And another die cut. The Enjoy is a die cut from the My Mind's Eye. And then this is a pink paisley piece of chipboard flower. So, well, we hit 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and end this right now for part 1, and I will be right back with part 2. Thanks for watching, and I hope you watch the second part. Bye.